Hi there, this is Alvin and welcome to Kickstart Commerce. And in today's tutorial, I want to share with you a quick WordPress plugin that will help you track 404 error codes. And so let's go ahead and hop in. I already have a WordPress environment set up on a given test domain, but what we really want to talk about in terms of tracking your 404 error codes is specifically to an interesting little situation involving expired domains. And so if you go to expireddomains.net, at any given day, there are probably 80,000 to 100,000 domains that expire daily. But let's just say you were going through and you found one, and in this instance, for this example, we'll use expert-social.com. So in this, let's say you wanted to go out and right now you could purchase it for $5, at least at the time of this recording, because it has, backlinks, it has a whole lot of things. And let's just say that those aren't bad backlinks, but those are good backlinks. And let's say, just to add in, let's say that expert-social.com is still showing up in search results for Google. Well, you didn't actually own that site, but you just purchased it because someone let it expire. At that point, what you could do is go out and set up this domain on a WordPress website. And then once you do that, you could go in, and if you wanted to track how much traffic is coming from Google due to still having indexed pages, you could go into the plugins area, and then we'll type in redirection, and you're looking for the redirection WordPress plugin by John Godley. There it is. We'll install it and wait for it to complete installation. We'll activate it. Once it's activated, we'll go to settings, and then we'll hit startup. You'll want to click monitor, continue. Make sure REST API says good. You'll finish setup. It'll do its thing. We'll click continue, and now you are ready to begin. Now with this simple plugin, what it does, it actually helps you to be able to do redirect. So for instance, this is the domain kscwp.com. If I wanted to redirect something like, let's just say past due, that's the page that's on kscwp.com, and I want to redirect it to kickstartcommerce.com. And let's just say I just wanted to do that. I could put a whole URL page extension out there, but just for now, we want to redirect this page on kscwp.com past due to Kickstart Commerce. You could then add that redirect, and now it'll start redirecting, and it'll let you know how many times it redirects and what type of redirect code. But for this given example of what we were talking about, of being able to track how an expired domain, someone else's domain expires, they still showing Google search results are still listed and indexed in Google. You want to see how much traffic is showing up, you'd want to use the 404 tab. And in here, what would happen is, as people would still go to Google searching for the previous website or whatever, and they click on those links would 404 error code. Why? Because you don't necessarily have those pages on the site yet. But that being said, those pages would 404 error code, and then you would start getting a list of these error codes that would show you the full length for, in this instance, if it was kscwp.com, or in our case of expert-social.com, they would start showing up here with the full page URL. And then at that point, you could have a choice that either you could redirect that to an external website, or what you could do is actually come into your WordPress setup, since you now host that domain, and start creating pages and adding content to it. And now you're actually capitalizing on, hey, whether or not, and it could be a many things. It could have been somebody's business, they just went defunct and they just said, hey, we're not renewing it. Oh, well, that's that. And Google has yet to catch it yet to de-index it. Or, it could be a number of things. But that's one little tip and trick that I've actually used, being able to do certain niche websites. So if I'm looking for a domain and I see something that's already indexed into Google, and it looks, in most cases, it looks like content is old, like sometimes 5-6 years old, but still in there for whatever reason because of, let's say that given domain just expired recently and Google has just yet to catch it. And they may be treating it as a soft 404 error code until, it's known for good that, hey, they can truly index all of it. But nonetheless, that being said, though, this is a simple way for you to be able to redirect that page, be able to gain and capitalize on a previous site still being indexed in Google. So I hope that this tutorial helps you. Let me know if you have any questions or you'd like any additional insight in regards to literally going through being able to identify domains that are still indexed. One trick that you can use is to actually go out to Google, and I'll use this one, benbrooklife.com. It was a domain that I was looking for, and it's actually the reason that I'm doing this tutorial. I didn't win that domain, but someone did. But what's crazy is that this site is still indexed, although the domain just went through auction probably like a week or so ago. And so, hey, it's still indexed. And so whoever won it, if they can basically do this tutorial and get it set up, then they're going to actually see, I think it says about 166 results. They'll actually get to see how many of these results are actually sending traffic over. Now, I know some of you are probably saying, but why not use Google Analytics? The problem with Google Analytics is that once you get the domain, once you get it set up, it's going to take at least 24 to 48 hours for data to start tracking. Versus this method, this gets you instantly there. Once you get that domain set up, once you get this plugin installed, literally as people are clicking those links and coming over to the site, they start showing up here. So that's why I would probably opt for this versus Google Analytics. But nonetheless, that's it for this tutorial. Again, please leave me a comment here at the bottom of the video or on kickstartcommerce.com should you have any questions, need any additional guidance or insight. And then other than that, please subscribe to this channel where I share WordPress tips and tricks as well as domain buying, selling, investing, and developing and leasing strategies that will help you grow your business. That's it. Thanks.